When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on another team from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Wildcats offense will have the football first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Come into the game, the defense talked about, man, they really wanted to get to this quarterback. Well, it didn't take long. 2 plays in, they get to him, and they get the sack.
Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd...
He's got it, first down and more. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up 4th down. You can tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Looking to buy time. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. Pass is incomplete. And by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Under fire. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Kentucky will be forced to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. So Alabama's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
Wants to throw, it's Traylor. Grabbed in the middle, it's Josh. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. These These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Catch in the middle. It's Yates. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Sends it back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. Working the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best? And this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing plays. So they'll do whatever it takes to win.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Traylor. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Looking for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a third down, a predictable situation, played great discipline.
Takes it the other way. He's at the 40, at the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They're setting up the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. He gets a block. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew. But I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense.
He'll take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting.
Going the other way, and he's got room. Inside the 30. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period, first down here. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. They'll run it from the gun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Oh, what a cut! He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide! Quick strike through the air for the score. Extra point here will tie the game.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. Kentucky going quickly. Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. On first down, here comes this offense. Snap in the shotgun. Under fire. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll be brought down. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on third down. Unloads it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Offense in a bunch formation. Dropping back, it's Traylor. That's caught. It's John. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Going to take a shot on second and short. He's got his man. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the big fella. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Complete. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Josh. Turning it on! And he'll have to check his fillings after that flick, but he did get the first down. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with a 1st and 10. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. Back to throw, it's Traylor. Finds his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Going for 6. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. Just keeps slinging it. Fires to the tight end. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bama! Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Firing to the right, complete. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The Wildcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. No huddle offense to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's got his man, makes the grab. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Gets it out fast. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on first down, second down, and third down, as you saw right there.
And the Wildcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Quick pass on the fly motion. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Power ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And the ground game comes through for this offense just in the nick of time. Clock ticking down in the first half. They punch it in and a chance to tie this football game.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. Out of the gun, the running back has it. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Scanning the field, it's Traylor. Pressure coming. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and managing. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Throwing on the run. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense. And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nope.
There he goes. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. This time on target. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Kentucky right back to the line. Gonna look downfield again. Got his man. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. He's got it on the run. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push.
Touchdown, Kentucky! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. He has spent a lot of time in that end zone and an absolute assault on the scoreboard.
No doubt about it. And guess what? I get to make a lot of highlights. I can copy and paste all of these touchdowns, show everybody the game I had. The defense, well, you're just going to have to shake your head because you've been getting dominated.
On the run. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Touchdown, Wildcats. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes that Alabama offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that. And then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense. And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass, it's Traylor. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get...
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. On the move. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He's got the back in the middle. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Wide receiver going in motion. Running back searching for a hole. Breaks into the open. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking to throw, it's Traylor. Finds his tight end. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Caught behind the line. It's Giants. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Virginia is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by just 2 to UTSA. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash.
Oh, he's got some space. The 20, 10. Offside. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Wants to go up top. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Kentucky. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable 4th quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Looking downfield, it's Traylor. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. Racing down the right side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Alabama! This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
He'll bring it out. It's Potts. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going.
Wide open on the right. At the 30. Past the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wildcats. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Back to throw, it's Traylor. Oh, they're after him! And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Gets the back moving. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Crimson Tide a long way from the line to gain here on third down. These corners backing off a bit. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, the defense needs one more stop. They did a nice job not giving up a first down that last one, but with the lead late like this, one more stop, and they're going to win this game.
And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Great place to start for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Crimson Tide been deep in their own end, trying to find a little breathing room. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Alabama pushing the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Touchdown, Kentucky! The defense takes matters into its own hands. They've They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That adds their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Wide open downfield. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
And that's kind of crazy. I didn't think that would happen coming into this football game. I didn't think we'd get in the fourth quarter and just call his name. This offense, man, he is a big play, dynamic weapon. They got to continue to get him the ball more because he can make enormous plays for your offense.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. To the air, it's Traylor. Makes the catch, it's Johns. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Hartman. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to throw it. Makes the grab. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Man, let it rip, young fella. I mean, closing in on 450 yards, throwing the ball early and often with a lot of success.
Looking to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. He wants it all. Touchdown Tide. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rubble. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He caught it. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Wants to pass. Wide out trying to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it on second down. Touchdown, Wildcats! Fired in from the red zone for the score. You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable fourth-quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes that Alabama offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Makes the grab down the middle. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Hunt is on its way. Looks it in at the 40. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think
he's going to let it go. Touchdown, Kentucky. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. To the air, it's Traylor. Bringing the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking downfield on first down. They get to him as he throws. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.